Are you constantly exhausted, dragging yourself through the day and wondering, why am I already ready to take a nap and it's not even noon yet? Or why am I already ready to go back to bed and it's still the morning hours? Like, I've been there and I get it. Believe me, like I'm at my teacher desk ready to take a nap and it's only like the first class, not even the second class yet. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to stay that way, y'all. I found a way to go from tired and frustrated to energized and thriving. And it all started with small, simple lifestyle shifts, y'all. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for tip number 4. It's the one that not only changed my life, but kind of sparked a whole entire movement. Y'all, before we dive into this episode, you already know what time it is. Vibe with me, y'all. Welcome to the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie, and I am here to help you take your wellness to another level. We're going up with your wellness game, y'all. Today, I want to share something that is really personal, but it's my journey from constant fatigue to feeling vibrant and alive every single day. So much so that I have more energy than the middle schoolers I work with, and now my high schoolers. And everyone's like, why do you always have all this great energy? Like, I love your vibe. And I'll be like, thanks for vibing with me, y'all. So let's get into it, okay? So I know that you might be feeling stuck, okay, running on fumes, not sure when you're going to kind of start living life the way you want to live life, the way you deserve to live life, and really have that energy to enjoy life again. And so that's why I am going to be breaking down the simple shifts that help me regain my energy. Things like juicing, walking with my golden doodle Spencer, and shifting to a plant-based lifestyle. But I'm not here to overwhelm you, not at all. I'm here to empower you to start small and stay consistent. Start small and stay consistent. All right. So y'all, let's listen. Check me out. There was this time when I could barely make it through the day. I thought that being tired was just kind of like how life was. Like, I didn't understand why I felt tired. Even if I slept good throughout the night, I still just kind of woke up tired. Not long after being up, getting ready for the day, I was ready to get back into bed and go to sleep. But at that time, my body was really trying to tell me something. It was like I needed more care. I needed more attention. And honestly, more nourishment. And that really was something I wasn't listening to my body about, because I, at one point, wasn't even having a real appetite. Like, I could go all day without really eating, and I could just get into my work day and just work, and not stop to eat a meal, not start a meal at the top of my day. And so my turning point came from transitioning from like more of a pescatarian diet to more of a plant-based lifestyle. And it wasn't just because I wanted to change my lifestyle. It was because I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis. And when I was diagnosed with endometriosis, I didn't know what that word meant. I never even heard of endometriosis before. Polycystic ovary syndrome, didn't know what that was either. Never heard of it. Found 2 fibroids at the time of my surgery in March 2020, but heard of fibroids, knew some people that experienced fibroids, but didn't know a whole lot about fibroids. And then adenomyosis, again, another word I knew nothing about until I was diagnosed. And those diagnoses based on symptoms that I was ignoring for so long. Like, by the time I got a diagnosis, I started taking things back. Even listening to guests that have been on this Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast, their symptoms, their journey, it made me think back to my childhood. It made me think back on times where I ignored the signals my body was telling me and thought they were normal because it was my norm, and it was not normal. And so I started to adopt a different lifestyle. I wanted to see how my lifestyle would help support me when addressing these chronic conditions that I was told had no cure. And so at first it was intimidating because I was like, what is going on the inside of my body? What all is happening? Like, what is this large cyst that just ruptured on my ovary and started this whole healthcare investigation to figure out what was going on inside of me that was causing the pain that allowed me to go through years and years with irregular periods. And so I was just kind of like, okay, I don't know what's happening, but what I do know is I'm going to be more intentional about what I'm putting into my body, what I'm putting on my body to better give myself a shift in this thing called life to where I'm feeling more excited and empowered to live versus overwhelmed and discouraged because now all these things going on in my body, I'm told I have an incurable condition or conditions, and there's not much people can do, but there was more that I could do. And so one of the things that I started doing was I got into juicing, and I just got into juicing maybe at the time of this recording 2 years ago. And me and my mom started juicing together, and it wasn't just about health benefits because we both wanted to elevate our wellness and really thrive, but it actually became a bonding experience. We started creating like videos to post on Instagram and YouTube shorts, and we came up with a whole song and dance, and we call it Juice with the Fours. And it just brought us so much joy and connection, and so many people enjoyed the movement. And it inspired other people to get into juicing because they saw a mother-daughter duo embracing wellness, embracing health and lifestyle changes, and having fun with it and really exploring with it. And so we had Juice with the Fours, Juice with the Fours. Yeah. And so that was a big life-changing experience for us in this thing called a movement. And so another one was also walking with my golden doodle, Spencer. And so Spencer is my golden doodle that I adopted. It was about maybe he was a year and a half. I'm gonna say a year and a half-ish years old. I adopted Spencer, and we came into each other's life at the absolute perfect time. Like, I needed someone to love. He needed someone to love and care for. And we just really, he kicked my healing journey up a notch. And a lot of times we don't talk enough about the emotional challenges that we go through with chronic conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, endometriosis, adenomyosis, the pain, the mood swings, and just having an emotional support animal. It really shifts things. Like, it really allows you to just be loved by something and cared for with something, as well as caring for something like an emotional support animal. And so Spencer, like, he's my accountability partner too. Like, when we go on walks, the goal is 4 walks regularly when we go on our walks. And most of the time he might be pulling me along on the walk. There's been times I've been pulling him along on walks. But these walks are a time for us not just to vibe together and spend quality time, but it's time for me to breathe. It's time for me to reflect. It's time for me to reset. And not to mention, they've just been really great for starting my day off with high energy levels, like knocking out 4 miles before going to work. I'm like all the way up when it comes to starting my day and starting to interact with other people. And it just feels so good to be able to be high vibrational and in good spirits with other people, because it makes them feel good too. But these these are some of the things that kind of allow these things to work, like juicing. So juicing supercharges your body. Y'all, juicing is like giving your body a direct infusion of nutrients, like a simple green juice with, let's say, cucumbers, apple, ginger. It can do wonders to boost your energy and reduce inflammation. You could just do apples alone and just make pure apple juice. Like, it absolutely supercharges your body. Like, starting your day off with a fruit and vegetable juice, it's going to get the mood up. It's going to get the energy heightened. But another one is walking. Like, walking improves energy and clarity. So you don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. All you really need to do is walk around your neighborhood. That can help improve your circulation, clear up your mental fog, adjust the mood that you're in, and lift up your spirits, get those endorphins flowing, as my mom loves to say. But bonus points if you have a furry friend like Spencer to join you, so you don't feel like you have to be out there alone. And if you don't want to walk in your neighborhood, guess what? You can walk in industrial like stores like Walmart, Sam's, and really get those steps in. Or you can walk at your job. If you typically work in a different environment outside of your home, you can walk at your job to get those steps in and be intentional. Parking further away from the buildings that you go into to get in more steps, to get in that movement, is ideal. But you don't necessarily have to have a gym membership. But guess what? If you want one and it's in the budget, and it's what you want to do and you enjoy it, go get you one and go do it. The thing about movement is making sure that you're doing things that you absolutely enjoy, so it becomes a habit and a really good, strong part of your lifestyle. But walking improves energy and clarity. And we're talking about energy, right? All right. So plant-based foods provide consistent fuel. Y'all, plant-based meals aren't just healthy, like, they are energizing. Whole, colorful foods like leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and avocados give your body the fuel it needs to thrive. And speaking of sweet potatoes, I just juiced some purple sweet potatoes with carrots and apple, a lemon and ginger, and oh my goodness, y'all, it is a nourish and flourishing vibe. But just wanted to let you know that plant-based foods provide consistent fuel. And honestly, getting those different colors on your plate, on your empowered plate, it really boosts up the energy levels. And it gets you excited about eating good food that is going to in turn be good for you. And then here we go with creating a routine that sparks joy. I just told you to make sure the movement is something that you absolutely enjoy, right? This is a big one. All right. This is one big tip, right? It's not just a change, it's a movement. You are creating a movement within your life towards the life that you deserve. You're turning your pain into your power. You're going from surviving to thriving. Y'all, when I started juicing with my mom, it didn't just transform our health, it became a source of joy, connection, and empowerment. And not just for myself. It started for me. It started with me, but it's spreading. It's a movement. So many more people are empowered and excited and enjoying more juicing in their lifestyle in regards to adopting healthy habits. And they're enjoying the benefits as well. And so that's what I enjoy the most about it all. And then celebrating progress over perfection. And we talked about this on the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast before. It is about progress, not perfection. So your journey does not have to look perfect. Give yourself grace. Know that you're trying different things. You're shifting. Most importantly, know that you're grieving a life that you used to live. Things that you used to do, relationships with food that you used to have. All of that takes time. And so since that takes time, give yourself the grace to embrace that time and this journey, because it is your journey. So you must own it. All right. And so I'm going to just stop right here to let you know that I have a 5-day mindful eating reset. All right. It is in the show notes. if you're ready to make these shifts but don't know where to start, I got you covered. All right. My 5-day mindful eating reset is packed with simple, delicious recipes and a plan to help you reduce inflammation, balance your hormones, and reclaim your energy. Y'all, the 5-day meal plan comes with a juice, a smoothie, a cooked meal, a non-cooked meal. If you're on a more high, raw, plant-based journey and you want to get in more nutrients, yeah, it's a whole vibe. You can take that 5-day meal plan and use it for a whole month if you would like. But it's all about starting small, staying consistent, and feeling vibrant again. So make sure you grab your 5-day mindful eating reset menu plan, y'all. It's a whole vibe. So here we go. Practical tips to get started. Number 1, start with one small change. Not everything. Not doing a whole bunch of stuff just because you're ready to embrace a new lifestyle and you want to expedite the process. Y'all, it is your journey. Take your time with it so it sticks. So it's something you embody. All right. So add one juice to your day or commit to just walking daily. Small shifts lead to big results. I'll say it one more time. Small shifts lead to big results. And I want y'all to let me know, which tip are you going to take away from this episode? Let me know in the comments which tip. That was tip number 1. Start with one small change. All right. Tip number 2, make it fun. Y'all, turn your healthy habits into something enjoyable. Juicing with my mom and walking with Spencer made wellness fun for me. So like, why not do it? Why not look forward to it? Like, I'm enjoying it. It's beneficial for me. It's a part of a lifestyle that I actually am starting to love. And going on this journey, y'all, I started to love me more because the decisions I was making to care for myself, show up for myself, and do consistently, it made me love me more. So this journey isn't necessarily just about elevating your wellness. It's also elevating the love that you have for yourself. One decision, one choice at a time. So make it fun. You got to have fun with it or you're not going to want to do it. All right. Tip number 3, focus on nourishing foods. Y'all, add more whole plant-based foods to your meals. Think spinach, sweet potatoes, or even a hearty veggie soup. Like, take your favorite meals and think about, how can I make this more nutrient packed? How? But focus on nourishing foods. They're out there. They're foods you probably already enjoy. You just got to remix it a little bit to make sure you're getting the most out of that food so it can be functionally nutritious for you. All right. Tip number 4, be consistent. Y'all, consistency is key. Find a routine that works for you and stick with it. But you got to find it first. So embrace the journey to find it. And then once you find it, stick with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it does not have to be perfect. All right. And number 5, celebrate your wins. Y'all, every Thursday on Herbal Tea Thursday, a wellness live series I do with a co-host, with my co-host Shireen. On Thursdays, we always shout out our wellness wins, and we encourage everyone who comes and participates in the live or catches the replay to drop their wellness wins in the chat. Why? Because you need to celebrate your wins. You deserve to celebrate your wins. Every step you take is progress. No matter how big or small, a win is a win. Celebrate the fact that you're showing up for yourself and your health. And again, when you show up for yourself and your health, you're also showing up for you in a way that says, I love you. All right. Y'all, if you're getting any value from this episode, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you got any value, you resonated with it, you related to it, just to let YouTube know, hey, this channel is providing me with some good vibes, so I'ma subscribe. And don't forget to make sure you drop in the comments, letting me know that you were here, but what tip really resonated to you that you're going to take and apply to your life, or what came about, what came into your spirit, what came into your thought process, that said, you know what, healthy habits and lifestyle coach Jovonnie, this is what I thought about when I was tuning into this episode. Or how did you know I was feeling like I'm tired all the time? And I want you to make sure you drop that down in there. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast distribution platform, make sure you follow the podcast, give it a rating. And you know what? Every now and then, if it's an episode you really love, go ahead and download it so I know you are vibing with that type of content. And if you're ready for a personalized support in regards to your healing journey or your wellness journey to make these changes stick, let's vibe. Book an empowerment call. The link is in the show notes, and we'll create a plan tailored just for you. All right. So, y'all, I know what it's like to feel stuck, tired, overwhelmed, but trust me, small intentional changes can lead to completely new version of you. One that feels vibrant, energized, ready to take on life. And so I want you to start small, stay consistent, and keep going. Don't worry about perfection. Don't worry that you didn't do what you said you were going to do. Y'all, keep going. All right. But thank you for spending this time with me. And I can't wait to see you thrive. I cannot wait to see you thrive because you're a thriver, y'all. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie, and I help those with pelvic pain and hormonal imbalances thrive naturally through my M to the third degree formula of mindset, mindful eating, and movement, y'all. Thanks for vibing with me, y'all.